You're listening to the John and Heidi Show, now featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Farris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
Time now for the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Mr. Dan Farris, brought to you by SiouxEmpireJobs.com. Good morning to you.
Hey, a couple things before we get rolling here. Number one, we'd like to welcome Jolene and Wayne and Sam and the rest of the crew over at the Gas Barrel.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The Sunny 93.3
That's
family.
It's the Gas Barrel, baby.
The Gas Barrel, baby. They just started carrying those Dots pretzels.
Oh, did they really?
Yeah. To be honest, I just went into recovery on those.
It's your neighborhood dealer now.
I'm about to relapse.
Those are so good. Here,
They are so good.
You know what I did?
I've been going to the Gas Barrel for years. I just love that place right there at Kiwanis and Madison next to the fire station.
Oh, it's awesome.
And they always have such neat little things on
Their
their
signs,
sign.
inspirational.
One of the
Yeah.
best marquees in town.
I agree.
The Dots you were talking about?
Yeah.
Charlie was here for Thanksgiving, and he had some Southwest seasoning Dots. I didn't even know they had different.
I didn't know Dots had
So I
different
grabbed
flavors.
a fistful of those, and I throw them in my mouth, start eating them, not even
Thinking
knowing.
they were just the regular
I thought
Dots.
they were and all of a sudden I'm like, well, what am I eating? They were still really good.
They're still really good, but I think the originals are
I was
the
not
best.
ready for the Southwest flavoring.
Yeah.
Pretty amazing. Richard Pryor, birthday today. I believe he passed away 15 years ago.
Holy
Can't.
cow.
I can't. It seems like yesterday.
Let's see. Bette Midler is 75.
Nice.
Woody Allen, who you really don't hear much about anymore.
Oh,
but Woody
they kind of
Allen,
canceled him, didn't they?
Kind of,
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know. I guess there's something in America. Don't be marrying your daughter. I don't know. rules, and more rules. Woody's completely insane in 85.
Oh, wow.
Let's see. What was happening this day in history? Love this story. I love the history of this entire company. 1913, this day, Ford Motor Company fires up the world's first moving assembly line.
Nice.
And again, a lot of people think Henry Ford invented the automobile. He did not. He invented the moving assembly line.
Right.
It was a big deal. And, of course, they were producing the Shelby GT 500.
No, they were not.
It could have been the Model T.
It was the Model T.
John has to correct me.
I just want to make sure.
Oh, no, Dan's making that up.
I don't always catch you, and then there are people who go along believing
Yeah,
these things.
it was 1913. They were doing the Boss 302. I have always absolutely adored and respected this woman. Talk about just sheer brave and just quiet class. This day in 1955, Rosa Parks is arrested for going, you know what? Nope.
Yep. Good
Not
for
moving
her.
to the back of the bus.
That's awesome.
And this, you know what? You can send this white dude to the back of the bus. It was, and it pretty much, she changed history. She just did.
She took a stand by not taking a stand.
Pure and simple, without firing a shot or lighting a match.
Exactly.
1952, New York Daily News reports. You know what? I had to read this about 3 times to make sure I had the timeline correct, because this just strikes me as really kind of goofy. 1952.
Okay.
52. New York Daily News reports the first successful sex reassignment surgery.
Are you kidding?
That's what I said when I came across it. So I looked at 1952. What is it, just like tape and glue? I mean, what do they have technologically speaking?
What is that? It's duct tape. Come over here.
I need some more roofing nails, Bob.
Yeah, I don't think.
Go here.
I wonder if somebody just maybe got injured and got something cut off, and they had to make a change so that they could still
Well, it's not
function.
necessarily off. There's additions, not just subtractions. I don't know. Just the date surprised me.
That does.
1952.
Yeah.
Because you think it's relatively a new thing, but apparently it's
just
not.
more common today than it was in 1952.
Yeah, you just hear about it more. Yeah, absolutely. So, I thought that was
thank you for that
fascinating.
update, sir.
You betcha. Now, I know, you know, we all know, and we can just stumble right ahead here.
And we will do exactly that. It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris, brought to you by SiouxEmpireJobs.com.
Want to save money? Take the BetterCreditCards.com challenge. It's simple and free, and you could save money every single month. Take a few minutes to look at your current interest rate and see what you get for points or perks. Then go to BetterCreditCards.com to see if they can help you find a better credit card. This will literally cost you nothing, and it could help you get a better credit card. Do it today. BetterCreditCards.com. That's BetterCreditCards.com. withdanFarris.com.
Time now for Ranger Dan's Critter Corner.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
Started.
You know, this has been
Starts-
going
he
on
usually
for
sings
3
a song
weeks
first.
now, and we just got to regroup and get, whatever. Let's just skip over. Herb, you're looking Heidi.
Ranger
You're
Dan.
looking just tasty. Hey, you know, giving a little thought last night, and as we sit here looking at the clock, you two have had now about 24 hours to rehearse the updated,
Oh, yeah.
the updated theme song.
We're ready.
For Critter Corner. So
I'm ready.
whipped out the trusty old axe here, and let's see if we can just get it rolling. Me, we can get this done. I tell you what, nothing comes easy. Does it? Well, I'm rough, tough, and ready. I'm a heck of a man. Eat my beans, eat weenies from my frying pan. I'm President-elect South Dakota Department of Game Fish Parks. Dan, he take it.
He's
South
South Dakota President-elect Game Fish and Parks Dan.
Let me just hold you up right about Before I even cut into verse 2, we may have to call in some professionals, and I really don't know if I got the do-re-mi to pull that off. But I got to tell you what, on a little side note, you know, it's been a long time since I pulled out this old guitar, and gets me to thinking way back in the day where I got my hands on this little beauty. 1972, backstage at a Grateful Dead concert.
Oh, wow.
Doing a little arranger and work there for old Jerry Garcia, who, by the way, was missing part of one of his fingers, which is why the concert lasts so long. He missed every fourth note, and they just had to keep going around and around. And see, about 1972, won this in a card game, and
Nice.
took a whole lot of work and a whole lot of elbow grease to get all the peace signs off her and all those little white doves and those A-Berry bumper stickers. And once that was done, but for the life of me, over the decades, I can't seem to get rid of that scent of Mary Jane. Mary Jane, she was an interesting young filly. I'll tell you what, old Mary, she could do things with a guitar that'd make your head spin. In fact, most of them illegal in states at the time. And hearsay, she made her fortune south of the border, selling out 3 shows a night down in Tijuana during the tourist season. Good old Mary Jo. Well, that's all the time we have today. Radio Rangers, till next time, this is President-elect South Dakota Department of Game, Fish, and Parks, Dan. Out, say it with me. Yes, sir.
Addiction. It's not a pretty thing. Addiction can lead to many problems in your life. Addiction can drive away those who love you the most. And addiction can lead to the loss of jobs, relationships, and even your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. They want to help. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Time now for Water Cooler Talk, brought to you by Lukewarm Tap Water.
Tap water.
Tap water. Tell you what, it just, the pebble in the pond, this whole Rona virus thing just affecting everything you turn around. Then here's something else. You know John Mogan? Mogan's here.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Good guy.
Great
Good
guy.
dude.
He helped spearhead the Salvation Army Red Kettle bell ringers throughout town during this time of year, and I was a little bit surprised by this. A lot of nonprofits are down. A lot of events could not be held this year, and a lot of them try to do it online, things like that.
Virtual events, yeah.
Fact of the matter is, and a whole lot of people were unemployed, and business is down for a whole lot of people, so donations just kind of down across the board for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Worldwide, Salvation Army this year, donations down 50%.
Oh,
Not 5, not 15, 50.
Oh.
5-0.
And as far as the bell ringing goes, and I do it every day. I used to go to the grocery store every day.
Yeah.
Because I can't plan ahead. I'm just not that guy.
Right.
And part of the fun was I'd always slide, a little folded money into that little kettle every single night, every day. And I always talk to the bell ringer and thank him and whatnot. It was just kind of a cool thing and part of my holiday season.
Yeah.
And, but I can see it because now I only go 2 or 3 times a week.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I don't like to mask up. I mean, who does?
Right.
Yeah.
But, and just really kind of because of that.
Got to plan ahead a little more.
Anyway, they are looking for more bell ringers.
Oh, really?
They are, yes. The Mission Salvation Army Red Kettle campaign is to help keep destitute, poverty-stricken people fed during the Thanksgiving and Christmas holiday time periods. It's that simple. And Yeah, just get a hold of him locally here at Salvation Army. Or if you know John Mogan, give a shout out to him. He
should sign up.
He does a lot of the scheduling and whatnot. I think my favorite year, let's say 2014, 15, right in there. Good friend of mine, John McDonald.
Yeah.
Used to be a realtor here in town. He does clergy work down in Houston, actually.
Nice.
Yeah. But remember the No Shave November thing that all the guys used to get into? John was doing No Shave November. And he made a deal on Facebook going, okay, the one who donates the most money to the banquet is going to be able to decide how he gets his beer and his haircut come December.
Oh, there you go.
Well, at the time, I worked at Complete Media, kitty corner to the banquet.
Yeah.
So I'm just watching the tally, and every time it got to a certain point, I would just walk across the street and give him another buck.
Yeah.
So it just became cat and mouse. And the very final day of it, it was real simple to me. And I'm not going to tell you what I ended up spending, but winner, chicken dinner right here.
You won. Nice.
So John calls me and says, hey, I really appreciate the donation, man, and I'm scared to death. I said, you should be.
Yeah.
I called Eileen at Southeastern Hair Design.
Yeah.
Made an appointment. We brought John in, and it was awesome. There are pictures floating around somewhere.
Did you give him a mohawk? Or?
Well, the first thing we did was carve hoe into the back of his head. And then glittered it up with green and red glitter.
Nice.
Now, keep in mind, in an hour and a half, he was the bell ringer at High V up on 57.
Oh, wow.
He was going into bell ringing duty.
Huh.
Yep. We did the sides of his head, glittered that up, shaved most of his beard, did stripes down the cheeks, then just left like 2 little braids coming off it,
Nice.
and then put jingle balls on them.
That's fantastic.
And he had to spend a weekend like that. And that's how he showed up to ring the bell. And he said children were afraid.
Give the man $1, Mommy.
And he did. He went out there and rang that bell. So, yeah, and I think it's in increments of either an hour or 2 hours maybe, but it's not a long time, and it's for a great cause. Salvation Army's been around a long time.
So I could do that while Heidi's in shopping somewhere, because I usually sit in the car and wait at least an hour.
Absolutely could. Yeah, so I just thought I would share that because it's one of those heritage organizations. I can't remember when there has not been a Salvation Army.
I can't remember where there's not been bell ringers.
Yeah,
and they quietly do a whole lot of good the rest of the year. And if you know, and I've heard a number of people, it's kind of disappointing. Going, I won't go into a store with those bells. It's just annoying. Well, what?
Yeah.
Right.
You can, if you don't want to, you can walk past them. I've never seen them like stop somebody and take money out of their purse.
Well, they're always extremely cordial.
Yeah, they're very nice. They're super nice.
Absolutely.
So Salvation Army, awesome group.
There you go.
Well, Dan, thank you for that update.
Yeah,
sir.
absolutely.
We've got some entertainment news to get to, and coming up, since it's Giving Tuesday today, did you know that? Giving Tuesday?
I did not.
It is Giving Tuesday, or National Day of Giving.
A lot of things going on.
A lot of stuff. We had talked last week with CNC Food Factory. You can get donuts this morning. The details on that online. And then Jason from the Compass Center is who we're going to talk to here in a moment. Poet is doing a match. So for every $1 that gets donated to the Compass Center today, Poet is going to match that.
Oh, no kid.
So your dough will go twice as far. If you're interested, all the details coming up in a bit as we chat with Jason from the Compass Center.
Want to save money? Take the bettercreditcards.com challenge. It's simple and free, and you could save money every single month. Take a few minutes to look at your current interest rate and see what you get for points or perks. Then go to bettercreditcards.com to see if they can help you find a better credit card. This will literally cost you nothing, and it could help you get a better credit card. Do it today. BetterCreditCards.com. That's BetterCreditCards.com.
Time now for your bright spot of news, brought to you by Paul's Designer Showroom on Lake Lorraine in Sioux Falls, and they can brighten every room in your home with a beautiful light fixture. And you can see them and their showroom on Lake Lorraine in Sioux Falls. Right now, going to brighten somebody's day, actually everybody's day, with some good news. We've got a great organization called the Compass Center right here in Sioux Falls, and they've got a really cool thing going on today for Giving Tuesday. On the line with us right now, we have Jason Lemke, and he is with the Compass Center. How are you, sir?
I'm doing good. How are you, Jen?
I am fantastic. Now, you guys have a special thing happening today for Giving Tuesday, don't you?
Yes, we do. Our friends at Poet have very generously put up a challenge matching gift for all of our Giving Tuesday donations at the Compass Center, they will match dollar for dollar up to a total of $5,000.
That is fantastic. So if folks would like to make a contribution today, what is the best way for them to do that, sir?
Probably the simplest way is if they text the word Compass, COMPASS, to 26989, and then they can make their gift right from their phone there. Or you can find us on Facebook at the Compass Center SD, and there will be links on there to get to the donation page as well.
That is fantastic. And I'm going to throw a link to that on our Facebook page to make it really, really simple and really easy. And Jason, while I've got you in line, let's explain what the Compass Center is for people who maybe don't know the Compass Center.
You bet. The Compass Center provides counseling and advocacy services for survivors of sexual assault and domestic violence. And all of those services are at no charge to the individual, regardless of income status, regardless of insurance status. We don't bill the client, period.
That is such a cool thing. And it's sad that we even need to have something like that, but that is a need. And it's wonderful that there's a group like the Compass Center here to actually help people in their time of need.
Yes. Yeah. We always talk about in the office that, our ideal would be is if we could work ourselves out of a job. But until that time, we are going to be here for the folks that need our services.
And for somebody listening that might need the assistance of the Compass Center, how do they go about getting a hold of you, and how does all of that work?
There are a number of different ways you can connect with us. You can call us directly at 605-339-0116. You can find our website, thecompasscenter.org. There are ways to contact us through there via email. You can get us through Facebook Messenger if you find our Facebook page. There's just a number of different ways you can get to us.
And again, the website, thecompasscenter.org, is probably a really simple way, and then you can find all the information as well. And again, I'll throw the information on how to make a donation, but a huge thank you to Poet. That's really cool that they're doing what they're doing today to match for Giving Tuesday.
Yeah, Poet's commitment to the community is already well established, and we are just so thrilled to have the opportunity to partner with them for Giving Tuesday. Their generosity in making this challenge gift is amazing, but we need everybody's help to make it a reality and maximize that $5,000 match.
And if you would like to do your part to help get up to that $5,000 total, so they'll match that full amount, you can do that today. Again, I'm going to throw all of the information on our Facebook page. Jason, thank you again for taking the time to chat, sir.
Thanks so much, John.
And again, you can learn more about the Compass Center on their website, thecompasscenter.org.
Addiction. It's not a pretty thing. Addiction can lead to many problems in your life. Addiction can drive away those who love you the most. And addiction can lead to the loss of jobs, relationships, and even your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. They want to help. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Time now for entertainment news of the day with Mr. Dan Farris.
Because celebrities are so fabulous. Kind of a sad note today. Actually, this happened Saturday, actually. I first came across this gentleman in 1975 at the Lucky Twin Drive-In in the Twin Cities, the release of the original Star Wars.
Oh, yeah.
The actor who played the original Darth Vader passed away Saturday, 85 years old. David Prowse was his name.
He was a bodybuilder.
Yeah, I didn't know a lot about him, and I was just reading a bit. Man, it's pretty fascinating. Yeah, they needed somebody pretty well. It's Darth Vader. You better have a presence.
Right.
It was not his voice.
The voice was James Earl Jones. Yeah.
But just the way he moved and comported himself and everything else. And of course, he had to lift people up by their necks.
Yeah.
So.
But here's the crazy thing. Like the face that you see, because like in some spot you see a face, and that wasn't his face.
No.
So there are three different people. I might have been more. I think there was a stuntman too.
The magic of special effects.
All these different people that played one character.
Born in Bristol, England, 1935, three-time British weightlifting champion.
Yeah.
Represented England in weightlifting in the 1962 Commonwealth Games before breaking into movies with roles that emphasized his commanding size.
What are you laughing about over there, Heidi? The weightlifting champion of Britain?
Of England.
For instance...
He lifted 50 pounds.
50 pounds. Whole different deal.
No, I'm sure it was.
There's probably not much stiff competition.
Stop it.
He was like Frankenstein in the horror Frankenstein in 1970.
Yeah.
Frankenstein and the Monster from Hell, which somehow got snubbed at the Academy Awards.
What?
In 1974. And an uncredited part in the James Bond spy parody Casino Royale in 1967. He also has made appearances in The Edge of Night, Doctor Who, The Saint, and The Beverly Hillbillies.
Oh, really?
So yeah, quite a life, quite a story. The original Darth Vader. So yeah, kind of sorry to hear that, but heck of a life, heck of a career.
That's right. Lived well.
Yes. Well, Dan, thank you for that update. I wish it would have been a little happier. Do you have any happy news to share?
Oh, let me think.
You make something up quick?
No.
I understand. Boy, when it comes to other entertainment, I couldn't help earlier. Sounds like the artist formerly known as Ranger Dan, and you guys are trying to get a new theme song.
Yeah,
together.
he's working on Heidi, for whatever reason, just can't remember the lyrics. So I am in tune and...
Yeah, you're good.
No, I'm not.
Well, stuff. I know some people. Maybe we can get that.
Work on it together.
Produced.
Maybe we could get you to come in and join us for that sometime.
I don't know. Me and the Ranger fellow, we don't. I don't know.
You don't get along?
Kind of spooky. There's just something really familiar.
Oil
about
and oil and water, just don't mix.
Well, Dan, thank you for coming in, sir.
Hey, thanks for having me.
It is the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris, brought to you by SiouxEmpireJobs.com.
Jobs.
Want to save money? Take the BetterCreditCards.com challenge. It's simple and free, and you could save money every single month. Take a few minutes to look at your current interest rate and see what you get for points or perks. Then go to BetterCreditCards.com to see if they can help you find a better credit card. This will literally cost you nothing, and it could help you get a better credit card. Do it today. BetterCreditCards.com. That's BetterCreditCards.com.
Here's your Market Beat Minute for Tuesday, December 1st, 2020. Although equity markets ended November with a whimper, the month was one of the strongest on record. The S&P 500 alone is up more than 10% for the month and trading at new all-time highs. The Dow Jones Industrial and Transportation averages both ended the month at new all-time highs, pointing to further gains in the year ahead. Although there are still risks to earnings, the outlook for the fourth quarter of 2020 and all of 2021 is brightening by the day. This week is going to be a big one for the market. There's a raft of economic data due out, including the all-important NFP report this Friday. The market is looking for 446,000 net new jobs for the month, which is down from the previous month, 638,000. A weak number could send the market lower, but investors should take it with a grain of salt. The consensus is weak on a month-to-month basis, but still a very strong gain for the broad economy. You can get the inside track in your inbox daily at marketbeatminute.com.